Hey, what's happening, beautiful people? How we doing today? Hope you're doing very well and you're having a lovely day. Do you know what I mean? And I was just chatting to a mate of mine, and obviously, so a lot of the videos that I make are similar in a lot of ways. Do you know what I mean? So, as I say, it's changing them around. It's just wanted to make different types, different ones, and. So obviously they're all kind of similar. But so as I say, you live and learn type of stuff, but they'll kind of push the positivity out of you. So, but one of the things I have to actually say is obviously we're in a world now that obviously people go through depression, anxiety, feeling bad, And you know what? Thing is, it's like one of those things back in the day where if you had a problem, if you said something, you come out being weak, that you're an idiot, you're this, you're that. Oh, look at him, he's weak, or she's weak. You know what I mean? So you said, I just get all this stuff. You know what I mean? And obviously, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of part of me that actually has to get all the things. You know what I mean? So we all deal with life in different ways, but we all go to the end result anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I want to do a whole lot more to help people with my own experiences and other experiences like depression and anxiety and just on a daily life type of stuff as well. So I remember obviously when I work at the clubs and bars I have over the years, I see people probably get glass in the head, get knocked out, be stabbed, be shot, and it's not an easy thing to see. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of them survived. I had a mate get shot and stuff like that. He died, and it hurt me a lot. Do you know what I mean? And it's almost like I just didn't know how to kind of like open up type of thing as well, And it frustrated me. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, not 21's fault. I was just told, you know what, you have to get all things. Do you know what I mean? But as time went past, it was like kept on eating on me and stuff like that. And when I started talking about it, I was thinking, well, this is actually good. And I did have people saying, oh, look, you're weak. Don't make me weak, right? Actually makes you stronger. Talking about it doesn't matter if it's to your friends, you actually go out and get professional help. Nothing wrong with that, do you know what I mean? So I'm always here if anyone ever wants to chat and say, look, we talk? You know what I mean? We're your closest friend. You don't have to talk. You can just be there for that person, the closest friend. They always say blood makes you related, but it's the loyalty that makes you family. And I've got a lot of loyalty on my side. The circle's small, but I've got loyalty there. I've got a lot of people that respect me. Do you know what I mean? And I have my ups, I have my downs. Been having my downs lately. But get with it, right? And also, as I say, you refuse to let it get me down. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, when I start talking to people, I was like, you know what? I do feel tired and feel kind of like, you know what? It's hard. It's always hard work. Knowing that it haunts you sometimes. When that person, if something for a person dies, or we're having a hard time, we're having family problems, we're having job problems, life problems, we go through an illness, it depresses us. We're like, oh crap, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? And there was times when obviously it's like trying to go and looking for jobs and things like that as well. It was kind of painful, man. Because look, I spent years working in security, retail, worked in schools, you work in youth work, which I still do to this day, for over 10, 15 years now, on my own time, to help the kids, that type of stuff as well, And it does, and it's always good having kids come up from workplace now, because I work in university, and having these kids, same kids that obviously I taught in either primary school or secondary school and all that type of stuff, coming up to me and saying, oh sir, do you remember me? You taught me this school, that school, and all this type of stuff as well. And I was like, wow, it's hard for me to remember some of the kids, you know what I mean? Because, as I say, I've been to so many different schools, so many different youth clubs, worked as uh, like working with some less able children, things like Down syndrome and autism and all that type of stuff, and working in different other schools, and even doing youth work, doing the football coaching and all this type of stuff. And even to this day, I still youth club, and that's something that I enjoy. You know what I mean? On a part time, giving back, trying to give back to the community, which I want to whole lot do more of. And you know, it's always hard, you know, just to get people to say, you know what, life is actually worth living, you know. And we all go through times when we will feel rubbish, but it's up to us to actually say, you know what, things will change, right? There is things out there that can actually help us. Yeah, now obviously I've gone through depression and anxiety myself, and I do feel kind of down at times, a lot of times type of stuff as well, but I think strong enough to actually say, do you know what, I need help. And I do get help. And you know, it's one of those things that you keep on moving forward. And that's actually made me stronger over the years, knowing that, you know what, I've got the help there, I've got close people there, I've got my closest family, got my closest friends and all this type of stuff as well, you know. And I help them, and to me, helping others helps me, because you know, you listen to them and you're like, wait, hold on, I can use this for myself. I give people advice. Sometimes we give people advice, but we never tend to use it for ourselves, you know. So it's something that, you know what, while you're telling someone, or like saying to someone, look, why don't you try this and that, listen to your own advice and take it, you know. And there's going to be time, I mean, when I lost both my grandparents, because to me, they had a big hand in raising who I am today. You know what I mean? So when I was born, my mum got ill. Right, was ill, but obviously, thankfully, she's all right. You know what I mean? She get obviously the normal aches and pains you get with getting older. And my dad was working nights. Do you know what I mean? And so obviously, I was really close with my grandparents. So when they both died, literally 2 years apart, when they say you can die from a broken heart, that's what my grandmother did, because they were married for over 50 years. And it hurt me so much, man. It came to a point where I almost just walked off a train track, you know what I mean? Because I was feeling so bad. I was like, I miss my grandparents so much, I just want to be with them. But as years go past, I said, you know what, I need to live for them. I need to make them proud of me, right? And I have to keep on going and all this type of stuff as well. And you know what, the best thing I ever did, I thank the guy who pulled me over, pulled me with all his weight. Back then, I was just 10 or 15 years ago, almost now, right? Like 15, 13 years ago. And I'm telling you, pulled all his weight to pull me back. And you know, it's tough. It was always tough. Do you know what I mean? But you just find something, or things that will actually help you with any times you feel depressed or you've got anxiety. Right? We're always gonna have days we're gonna feel bad, days, weeks, months, but they will pass, and something else will take his place. Do you know what I mean? And you know, and obviously even like now, I mean, I'm always a happy-go-lucky guy. Always tell people I'm a bit of a devil boy, have a bit of a joke, have a bit of a Barney Rubble. You know what I mean? Not Barney Rubble. That's a bit of trouble, right? A bit of a Tim Buff, I should say. But yeah, I got into a bit of Barney in years, but that's a different story. Do you know what I mean? But you know, but you always have to be happy. Just think about, look, what have we got in life? We got one life. So live it. There's so many things out there in the world that we can go out and actually do. So for me, I want to do like motivational videos, which I'm doing now, and all this type of stuff on YouTube, to actually attract people, say, you know what, your life is worth living, right? And I want people to like interact, say, you know what, leave comments down there, talk to me, do you know what I mean? And I want to get people on my channel, right? Talk to them and they say, look, we're real people. We do go through bad times. Bad times don't last, right? But it's up to us to make those good times come, you know. And every day's a struggle. Do you know what I mean? We're always gonna have good days and bad days, but it's up to us to just try to do our best to get on with things, you know. And but it's time after time we like think to ourselves, analyze a lot of things, And I think it's a lot of British thing, that moaning. We moan a lot, like a cup of tea, cup of rosé, and but you know what? It's happiness. Happiness isn't key in anything. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, it's like there was this wrestler Triple H. I remember reading a magazine which he done an interview for, like one of my muscle magazines, and he got asked. He goes, "You've been doing wrestling for so many years. You must not get nervous anymore." And he goes, "You know what? I do get nervous." I said, "The day I stop getting nervous over a job, it's the day that I don't enjoy anymore, and obviously it's going to end up getting me depressed, and I'm going to keep feeling down about it, and I'm going to end up doing myself in." That's when you know it's time for, you know what, I have to move on. But that's why I say just in life, your work or any type of relationships or anything like that. But if it's coming to that point where you're actually saying, you know what, it's actually doing my head in, right, and it's going to affect me really badly. You know what I mean? So you doubt yourself, you doubt what you're doing, but you have to think to yourself, you know what, I have to change things around. I've got to find a new job. As much as it might hurt, we all don't want to be alone, right? I spent loads of years in relationships and all this type of stuff, but it will come. Time will come. You know what I mean? Just keep on working hard. Just work on hard, being happy within yourself, and it will help. So if you are feeling depressed in like a relationship or your job or anything in life, change it. Right? It's like in the Rambo film with Sylvester Stallone in the fifth one, we go, you live for nothing, you die for something. Right? Go by that. Do you know what I mean? And life is just too short. Yeah, and it's good that obviously there's so many avenues, there's so many things out there that can actually help us a whole lot more. There wasn't like the kind of thing back when I was younger, because I'm only 34, but there's so much more things out there now, these days, in the 2019. There's so many avenues out there. I feel like when I'm going through that and depression and anxiety, I use things by doing my inspirational, motivational writing, and obviously it helps me out. The gym, having a good time, enjoying life to the fullest, and doing things like that, even doing this video, right? And actually saying, you know what, it's okay to feel depressed, it's alright to have anxiety, it's okay to have post-traumatic stress disorder, but you know what, you can actually conquer it to a point where you know what, things can get better, right? Just admitting to yourself, I've got a problem and I need help, it's just the first step. Do you know what I mean? And we probably won't go away quickly by a lot of people, but as long as you know that, you know what, there is help, there's people that love you and care for you and will always be there for you, things will change. Do you know what I mean? And I do want obviously to get people on me and like tell their stories, right? And say, look, you are not alone, right? As I say, it's Bob Marley. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing with me word for word. Don't worry, be happy. It's all I really see, right? So I hope obviously this kind of thing, what I'm doing today, like depression and anxiety, like things like post-traumatic stress disorder, actually helps and said that you know that no matter whatever happens, you are not alone. I'm here. And obviously it'll be a whole lot more better just showing a smile, saying hello to people, and saying how are you? Do you know what I mean? And nothing wrong with that. I think as a society we've got to just had to just interact with people. And I think that's one of the things about social media now. It's a good thing, it brings people together. But it's also got its negative with all the cyberbullying and stuff. Do you know what I mean? If it's using the right way, it could take us a long way. Do you know what I mean? So, like, write things down. Always, this is one of the key things I always going to say in a lot of videos that I do. Write things down. What things that make you happy, right? What things that make you upset. Get rid of the negatives. And improve the positives. For me, like the health and fitness gym thing helps me out, right? And I was surprised that talking about the stuff that I'm going through helped me out, and talking to other people about them and what they're doing, it helps me out. doing the writing that I do, doing these videos, helps me out. Just being happy, trying new things, trying new foods, and traveling more, and all this type of stuff helps me out. And it took time. I'm not gonna say you're gonna get fixed straight away, right? But if we learn how to say, you know what, we need to learn how to eliminate things that we don't need in our life and things that we do need in our life, right? Just start finding. Look, sometimes we're stuck in a box, but we need to get out of that box, right? Out of that cube and say, you know what, I'm gonna try something new. You know what I mean? If you're used to like going to work, right? You probably end up saying, even like for me, I'm in London, and I work down South East London in a university. So I'll take the train, right? I could take 2 trains to go there, 2 or 3 trains. So I thought, oh, cool, you know what? I've been taking a train to like somewhere, instead of actually taking the train going up to wherever, I'm going to get one stop earlier and I'm going to walk it the rest of the way. And now even like this week, I've been going to work with 2 guys that I've known for almost 30 years. And we're family, we've got loyalty together. We've had our ups and downs. We've hit each other, we've sworn at each other, we've stopped talking to each other. But to this day, we still got each other's backs. And we're always there for each other, do you know what I mean? So no matter what happens, I'm sure we're going to have more arguments and whatever over the years. But you know what? Life goes on. And we'll get back to where we are. And we've been going to work by car. So obviously we go by car, mate will drop his brother off, then drop me off, and he'll go to work. And you know, it's a good thing, we're chatting. We'll have serious chats, right? If we've got a problem with anything, what's going on in life, we just say, you know, I've got this problem, we'll talk to each other, and we're like, yeah, you know what, this actually helped that. They also would just, all the time, be jokes, right? And it's funny, because I sent a friend me rapping, I said, I can't rap to save my life. You know what I mean? I'm like MC Grish, gonna smash you like a mashed potato. Right, yeah, I know. it's a stupid rapper, you know. Made us laugh. Right, so, but yeah, you know what, thing is, it's things like that, just being in people's company as well. Right, but thing is, there's nothing wrong with being in your own company sometimes. Just have that peace and quiet, have that tranquility, you know? Just like, go for a walk by yourself. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you're alone or anything like that, but it's just sometimes we need to enjoy our own company. It's not that obviously we don't want to be around people, but it's a good thing to just like, you know what, guys, look, I am alright, do a bit down, but I'm just going to go for a walk, right? I'm not to the point where I'm going to do something, but you know, I want to go for a walk, I want to do this, and just get all this stuff, you know? But it's always a good thing, right? And you know, just do things that make you happy, right? And especially like Asian families as well, people wouldn't get involved, aunties, uncles, and all that type of stuff, and Asian people know, right? But look, everything, do what makes you happy. And you know, going back to obviously my grandparents, to me they meant the world to me, right? They had so much say in my life. My grandparents, they just knew me like anything. Do you know what I mean? And I still remember when obviously my granddad passed away. I used to go to the hospital with him, give his medication, get his medication, sort his stuff out, give him his turmeric powder, like put turmeric in some milk and give it to him at night. He would have a go at my mum, because obviously now I want my son to come here. Chris, I want my grandson, my son to come. So obviously go up there, I would massage his legs for him and all that type of stuff. We'll have a chat and we'll have a little laugh. So when it was like 4 years, I was like, he's talking a bit weird. You know, we all think, yeah, come Grandad, be quiet. You know what I mean? But when it's your time, you know it's your time, you know? And he come up to me, he goes, look, can you just tell your grandmother, because we've got a prayer room at home. So he goes, look, Chris, you know what? Can you just get your grandmother, when she finishes the prayer, to come in here? So I said, okay, that's fine. So then after I massaged your legs, he said, come on, I gave him a hug. And the last thing he said to me, Chris, I love you. And he gave me a hug, gave me a kiss on my head, and I said, I love you too, Grandad. And you know, he passed away. Do you know what I mean? So even my grandmother, man, she was a tough cookie, proper tough woman. You know what I mean? Even when my granddad was ill, man, she was tough, man. We had to raise 5 kids. Right, man, she was hard as nails, man. She gave you a look and she made you think you'd done something wrong. Like, what did I do wrong? She goes, yeah, that's for next time, so don't do anything. I was like, all right, cool, sorry. Do you know what I mean? So it was tough, man. It's just literally had dinner with her. Next thing you know, health deteriorated. She passed away. And it hurt all of our family, man, because we lost both our grandparents, man. Our parents and dads, stuff and that. And you know, as much as I've had ups and downs, like my dad, or my mum, or not. It's still my mum and dad, and I love them to pieces. I'll always have their back. They say you're always going to have ups and downs with the people that you love so much, like I do. I love my parents to pieces, man. They've been there for me, and I've been there for them as well. But you know, no matter whatever happens in life, you have to keep going. We're all going to have downs that's going to last a little time or a long time. But just always remember, you got people there that do love you and care for you, and will always be there for you. Right? There's always things out there that will help you overcome your depression, your anxiety, and just remember, nothing wrong with just asking for help. And you know, I could tell you now, bottom of my heart, I do care for you, all of you, yes, all of you there, and love you loads. Do you know what I mean? So I hope you obviously enjoyed my video today. Do you know what I mean? And having a bit of a thing about depression, anxiety, and how we can actually help out and all that type of stuff as well. You know, and I will be obviously over time. I will be talking a whole lot more about stuff like this, going a bit even more in depth about things. I just said a big word, right? Do you know what I mean? But I hope obviously this actually been helpful type stuff, and hope obviously shows a whole lot more love and affection to each other. You know what I mean? And help each other to overcome depression. Do you know what I mean? And so it'll help us live a happier life type of stuff. Hope you have a lovely day, evening, and all that. And as the saying goes, if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace out.